Papo. Nós vamos acompanhar aqui a Summer Game Fest. Lembrando que a Summer Game Fest não é um evento oficial da Electronic da E3, ela é um evento paralelo que acontece antes, vai trazer algumas novidades, vai trazer principalmente apresentações da Electronic Arts, vai trazer apresentações da Sony, então nós estamos acompanhando para ver o que teremos de novidades aqui. E vamos acompanhando aqui, a gente vai deixar o festival sendo apresentado, principalmente na hora dos trailers, deixar o pessoal curtir aí o som à vontade. Quando começar muita abobrinha, aí a gente entra no meio do caminho para fazer algum comentário, alguma observação aí, o pessoal que estiver nos acompanhando ao vivo junto e que deu sorte de estar acompanhando ao vivo, porque como nós somos muito profissionais, nós não agendamos nem previmos esse evento hoje, nós estamos aproveitando que conseguimos acompanhar ao vivo, então estamos compartilhando a transmissão. O pessoal que estiver aí conosco, quiser fazer as suas observações, a gente vai acompanhando e vai trocando uma ideia aqui junto, valeu? Vamos aguardar mais uns 10 minutinhos aí e nós já acompanharemos o início da Summer Game Fest. Não agendamos nem previmos esse evento. Tudo bem, pessoal do Jogando Papo que está assistindo ao vivo, pessoal que nos assistirá depois aqui no YouTube. Esse vai ser uma transmissão que não irá para o podcast, é uma transmissão excepcional que nós estamos fazendo, aproveitando que estamos a postos aqui para acompanhar a Summer Game Fest. Eu sou o Roberto Cadelin e estarei aqui com vocês acompanhando as principais notícias da Summer Game Fest. Hoje, na verdade, não é propriamente a Summer Game Fest, nós temos que primeiro entender o que é, né? Ele é um festival de jogos que está acontecendo paralelamente à E3. Ele é um evento que participa várias empresas patrocinando para divulgação online, divulgação via stream. Então, 2K, Activision, Electronic Arts, a Amazon Gaming, que inclusive é responsável pela transmissão, Annapurna, Blizzard, Psyonix, a Bandai, a Sega, a PlayStation, Warner Bros, Ubisoft, todos eles, entre outros, participam da Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest que rigorosamente acontece amanhã e também um pouquinho no dia 12 de junho. Amanhã nós temos a apresentação da New World Deep Dive, nós temos a Netflix Week do Netflix, naturalmente, com o Geoff Keighley também. Nós temos a Tribeca Games Spotlight, temos a Koch Prime Time, e em 12 de junho, depois da manhã, portanto, nós temos o Ubisoft Forward, que é a apresentação da Ubisoft, todos eles participando da The Summer Game Fest. Hoje, em particular, o que nós temos é o kickoff, né? É a abertura do evento. A princípio, a expectativa é de que hoje sejam feitas o streaming, a apresentação de vários trailers, vários vídeos em World Premiere. Vai ser uma competição aí de premieres entre a Summer Game Fest e a E3. A expectativa natural, é claro, é de que todos os jogos que forem apresentados na Summer Game Fest dificilmente serão apresentados com grande fanfarra na E3. Provavelmente na E3, se eles forem apresentados também, vai ter alguma novidade, vai ter alguma coisinha a mais, alguma coisinha adicional em termos de conteúdo, mas nós podemos, digamos assim, descartar os jogos que forem apresentados hoje dos jogos que serão fatalmente apresentados nos próximos dias da Electronic Arts. Da E3, desculpa. A expectativa é grande para a Game Fest, é mais por conta precisamente da Electronic Arts e da Sony, já que são duas das grandes empresas que não confirmaram nenhuma participação, nenhum envolvimento direto na E3. Então, provavelmente, elas devem utilizar a Summer Game Fest para fazer a apresentação dos seus jogos. A ideia, portanto, hoje é a gente verificar aí se nos trailers que vão ser apresentados, se nos vídeos que vão ser apresentados, haverá alguma novidade da Sony e da Electronic Arts em particular, mas também Activision, Ubisoft, entre outras. Pelo menos nós vamos ter aí um previewzinho inicial hoje. E é claro, o que não apareceu hoje provavelmente vai ficar reservado para amanhã e para os próximos dias também da E3. A Microsoft não participa da Summer Game Fest, então a Microsoft continua apostando suas fichas fortemente na E3. A E3 virou meio que a região da Microsoft. A Nintendo também não participa da Summer Game Fest, então nós não temos muita expectativa aqui em termos de participação efetiva dessas duas empresas. O Xbox participa da Summer Game Fest, mas como a Microsoft utiliza a E3 para fazer os seus anúncios na sua apresentação específica na E3, provavelmente a aparição hoje no do Xbox na Summer Game Fest vai ser apenas de jogos que sejam multiplataforma. Nós não temos nenhuma expectativa, podemos nos surpreender e morder a língua, mas nós não temos nenhuma expectativa de anúncios exclusivos para o Xbox na Summer Game Fest. A expectativa para o console da Microsoft é de exclusivos aparecendo na E3. E da Nintendo, nós não temos nenhuma expectativa na Summer Game Fest, porque a Nintendo rigorosamente não participa dela. Nada impede que, eventualmente, alguns games aí que vão sair também para a Nintendo apareçam dentro da line-up aí da Warner Brothers, da Ubisoft, da Sega, outras parceiras da Nintendo. Mas a grande chamada, né, a grande atenção é se realmente haverá alguma notícia de games que vão exclusivamente para o console da Sony, mas também os jogos multiplataforma. Né? Afinal de contas, os jogos multiplataforma são os mais democráticos de todos, são os que atendem a todos os gamers, e aí é isso que a gente vai ficar atento durante a Summer Game Fest. À medida que cada uma das apresentações forem sendo feitas, se não houver não atropelar, né, não houver o atropelo aí de vários trailers um depois do outro, aí provavelmente a gente entra aqui para fazer breves considerações. Possivelmente quando tiver ali a encheção de linguiça, alguma conversinha ali entre os apresentadores, mas também aparecendo desenvolvedores, equipe técnica, diretores do game que venham explicar para nós aí o que está aparecendo. A gente também vai deixar eles falarem, porque eles são as estrelas, afinal de contas, e sempre trazem informações legais aí para nós, para que a gente possa acompanhar essas apresentações. E não se preocupe, é claro, o pessoal que de repente não tiver muita afinidade aí com o listening em inglês, tiver alguma dificuldade com as explicações, ao final de cada uma das explicações ali, no que a gente puder ali, a gente faz um breve resuminho rapidamente ali do que foi dito, o que de relevante foi destacado ao vivo para o pessoal. Então nós vamos aguardar aí mais 3 minutinhos para o começo. Enquanto isso, vamos deixar aí a trilha sonora da Summer Game Fest e a gente já retorna daqui a 3 minutinhos para o começo da nossa apresentação também. Enquanto isso, vamos deixar. isso aí, galera. Faltando 10 segundinhos aqui, nós já vamos começar a Summer Game Fest. Primeiro evento pré-E3, o grande evento pré-E3. Vamos ver aí o que teremos de novidade. Cruzando os dedos aí por muitas premieres, muito trailers, muita novidade interessante para nós aí, pra gente já ir aquecendo as turbinas. Lembrando que amanhã à noite nós teremos a transmissão do Jogando Papo ao vivo também, da gravação do Jogando Papo no podcast pré-E3. Vamos lá com o Geoff Keighley.
Time. Hello, everyone around the world, and welcome to Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live, presented by Prime Gaming. I'm Geoff Keighley, and buckle up, because we've got a big show for you, filled with new game announcements, world premieres, updates on the games you play every day, some surprises, and special guests, including Jeff Goldblum, Giancarlo Esposito, and performances by Weezer, Japanese Breakfast, and the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra. Yes, that's really a thing. Now, like a great video game, there may be some twists along the way today, and just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you right now. This is just the start of a big Summer Game Fest weekend of news and updates for fans, including live-streamed events from publishers like Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and more. You can head right now to summergamefest.com to track all the events, and believe me, there is a lot of great stuff coming your way. But today, we kick things off with a big 90-minute cross-industry showcase meant to put platforms and rivalries aside. We will have updates and news for you, no matter if you play on Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. The biggest games in the world will be here, and some of the smallest ones too, made by emerging voices and developers from around the world who represent what's next. Thank you so much for tuning in and kicking off Video Game Summer. Well, let's begin.
O fato de
You're about to see the world premiere of the next great adventure from Gearbox and 2K.
Aí, novo jogo da Gearbox, provavelmente a maior parte dos jogos serão multiplataforma, pelo que ele falou. Dificilmente vai deixar rivalidades de lado e anunciar exclusivos.
Fate. It soars on the wind. It rises from the grave. It stalks the ocean floor. You cannot hide from fate. But you can make your own.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is official, and joining us now is Tiny Tina herself, Ashley Bursch. Hey, Ash, how you doing?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Great to have you here. So I think the big question everyone's going to have is, what is Wonderlands? What can you tell us about it?
It's a great question.
Yes.
It's a high fantasy take on a looter shooter, as you saw, and if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll probably recognize some fantasy elements inspired by Assault on Dragon Keep, which was the Borderlands 2 DLC that was beloved by the devs, and so this kind of inspired Wonderlands.
Now, I think the elephant in the room is this a Borderlands game? Is it not? How does it relate?
So it actually isn't. It's its own standalone game. And people that love Borderlands are gonna find lots of elements to love about Wonderlands, but it's its own thing. Tiny Tina's got her own thing going on now. So it's got its own mechanics. There's spell casting. You can customize your character this time, which is super exciting. And yeah, so if you love Borderlands, you're gonna find stuff to love in this. And if you've never played a Borderlands game, this is a great place to start.
Okay, well, Tiny Tina gets her own game, which is fantastic.
Yes.
What is her role? Why does she get her own game?
So she is your bunker master. She is kind of guiding the narrative and changing it on a dime if she wants. And she's just taking your cast of characters, which is an amazing cast, through this wacky world. And she's taking you on an adventure to defeat the Dragon Lord.
And
who is that? I don't know. You'll have to play.
And I wonder who plays the Dragon Lord, because you've got quite the voice cast, including you in this, which is awesome. So feels like such a big experience. So this was a bit of a tease, announcing it's out there. When will we find out more about this game?
Hopefully this summer.
Yes.
And you can find out a lot more at playwonderlands.com if you'd like.
Okay.
But yeah, just stay tuned for updates.
All right, coming early 2022. So
Yes.
look forward to next year. Ash, thank you so much for joining us in person.
Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate it. And we'll see more later this summer on that game. All right, well, now it is time for another brand new game announcement. This one you probably are not expecting. A classic 90s franchise is coming back to life as a grid-based tactical strategy title for Steam on PC. This is an insanely fun trailer. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Aí Metal Slug Tactics, a princípio exclusivo para
Okay,
PC.
we have another big announcement for you from a surprise guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their time, so don't worry, we chatted earlier, and I'm very excited to share this with you right now. Hello, mystery guest.
Hello, Jeff. Hi.
Mr. Kojima, it is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us from Tokyo. First of all, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things right now over there in Japan?
東京ではですね、また非常事態宣言っていうのが出てて、ちょっとコロナの、患者数が増えつつあると。で、ワクチンをそろそろ打ち出そうとしてる、そういう感じですね。
Well, we certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon. Let me ask you, as a creator, how has this past year impacted you?
今までのものづくりっていうのは、今自分がいる世界を見て、で、地続きで5年後、10年後、20年後どうなるかっていうのを考えながら、そこにエンターテインメントを加えていって、作ってたのが、結構その10年後、20年後に当たってたりっていうのがあったんですけど、今回の DS に関してはもう発売直後になったので、ちょっとかなりものの考え方が変わったというか、ものづくりのスタンスがちょっと変わったというか、いろいろ考えました。今後のものづくり。やっぱりエンターテインメントである以上、楽しんでもらって、そのプレイヤーのためになるものを作りたいっていうんですけど、こんなにも早く時代が追いついてくると、ちょっとなんていうんでしょうね、フィクションじゃなくなってしまうので。なんで今回のコロナの中で、 この先をどう作るかっていうのはいろいろ考えましたね。他のクリエイターも多分大きく考えていると思います。911の時と同じような感じだと思いますね。これからエンタメをどういうふうに切り取っていくかっていうのはやっぱり大きな課題ではありますね。
Well, I know we are all very curious about what the next era of Hideo Kojima entertainment is going to be. I don't know how much you can say, but can you give us any sense of kind of where your mind's at right now, what you're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
これ言えないですけど、今までのような、こう一歩一歩進むものじゃないんですよね。やっぱりその911の時もそうですけど、このコロナでガラリとあらゆるものが変わっていく、ものすごいスピードで変わっていくんで、そこでエンターテインメントが遅れを取ってしまうとダメなんで、それをどうするかというその予測ですね。全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであればコロナ禍でも関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントというのを作りたいですし、皆さんに起こりつつあることをエンターテインメントの中でちょっとこう紹介したいというのもあるので、今後世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上にすごく急激に変わっていっているので、そこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます今。
All right, fair enough. I tried. Well, Mr. Kojima, honestly, I really do appreciate you making the time to stop by and just say hello to everyone. We miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next.
Rigorosamente, o Kojima não falou absolutamente nada, né? Ele só disse, ó, aqui no Japão ainda estamos em estado de emergência. Ah, tem um One More Thing. Vamos ver o One More Thing, tá? O One More Thing parece muito Death Stranding. Bom, só para nos
there you
contrariar,
have it.
tem
Death
algum
Stranding
exclusivo,
Director's
temos Death
Cut
Stranding Director's
finally
Cut.
confirmed. I hope I make it into the
Indo para
Director's
PlayStation
Cut.
5, deve
I'm
ser uma
told the full
versão
reveal is just weeks away.
remasterizada
Stay
aí pro
tuned.
PlayStation 5.
All right, next. It's my honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary actor who dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And we're thrilled to have him here at Summer Game Fest. Jeff Goldblum, how are you, my friend?
Thank you so much, Joffrey or Geoff or sorry, I think it's Jeffrey. Hey, maybe it's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Thank you so much, sincerely, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, yeah, there is. There is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought one with you today?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do. If you don't mind, I've got something here. I'm going to read it on this. There's a little bit of a teleprompter that they're putting up here. So I'm going to read something because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this. So here's a dramatic reading of this game announcement. Ready? I'm going to make the game announcement right now. Hello. I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights. It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos. Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called evolved. Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere. We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons. We abused our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are. This is a very different world.
Nada mais apropriado que chamar o Jeff Goldblum para anunciar mais um título do Jurassic Park, nesse caso Jurassic Park Evolution 2, jogo bastante multiplataforma aí, PC.
All right, this performer's new
PlayStation,
album,
Xbox.
Jubilee, is out now, and her book, Crying in H Mart, is a New York Times bestseller. Here now to perform Glider from the upcoming open-world game Sable by Raw, Fury, and Shedworks, it's Japanese Breakfast.
Deixaremos aí no fundo, então, o Japanese Breakfast, que está fazendo a trilha sonora para Sable. Então, por enquanto, tivemos o anúncio do Death Stranding Director's Cut para o PlayStation 5, provavelmente uma versão remasterizada, ou pelo menos otimizada para a utilização no PlayStation 5. Tivemos também o anúncio de um exclusivo para o PC, afinal de contas, né, a versão de game tático do Metal Slug, adotando a pixel art que é tradicional do jogo. Tivemos aí Jeff Goldblum anunciando multiplataforma, naturalmente, o Jurassic Park Evolution 2. E tivemos também no começo lá o anúncio do spin-off do Borderlands, que é o Tiny Tina Wonderlands, que utiliza, por mais que eles queiram vender como sendo um jogo autônomo, individual, é claro que ele não funciona como um DLC, mas ele é baseado no Borderlands, é um spin-off do jogo, com o personagem do jogo, com toda a estética do jogo, enfim, é um spin-off do Borderlands, ninguém pode duvidar disso. E aí vamos ficar agora com a música, a trilha sonora e algumas imagens de Sable.
so beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. Sable will be released on September 23rd this year. That's some news for you. And to learn more about this amazing game, watch the Tribeca Game Showcase. That is tomorrow, where Sable was named an official selection of the legendary festival. Now, today is just the start of Summer Game Fest. Day of the Devs with IM 8-Bit and Double Fine will immediately follow the live show today, and there are more events coming all weekend and all month, including the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on Sunday. It's going to be a good one. Right now, though, we're thrilled to announce the upcoming Western release of a spectacular 3D, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Welcome to the world of Lost Ark from Smilegate RPG and Amazon Games.
Aqui o patrocinador Amazon Games fazendo o lançamento. O jogo já foi lançado no Oriente, na verdade, mas está chegando agora no Ocidente. Mais um MMORPG, Lost Ark.
Is now but a myth. A relic from the half-remembered Chain War. But now, our world has been torn once again. The demons have returned. With roaring destruction and waking nightmares.
Lost Ark, por enquanto, só para PC, tá? Observa ali só o símbolozinho do Steam ali, não há nenhum símbolo de consoles ainda, então a princípio deve sair só para PC.
Sometimes when you play a game, there's that one thing in your inventory which turned out to be far more useful than you first realized. That's kind of like Prime Gaming. If you're an Amazon Prime member, and most of you probably are, you get a ton of gaming goodies every month. This month, you can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex Legends, and more that you can unlock. It's awesome value, and honestly, this kickoff show would not have been possible without the Prime Gaming folks believing in my vision for a new way to bring you the news this summer. So, head over to gaming.amazon.com to check out all the perks and free games, which change every month, but you get to keep them forever.
E agora, obviamente, vão fazer as honras aí pro patrocinador do evento, a Amazon Gaming. O pessoal que tem a assinatura da Amazon Prime sabe, né, que além da assinatura do Amazon Prime, além de você ter os benefícios do frete grátis nas compras da Amazon para vários produtos, tem acesso parcial ao Amazon Music, tem acesso também a Prime Gaming. Nós, diferentemente do Geoff Keighley, não recebemos nada da Amazon Prime para falar sobre isso.
Call of Duty. Johanna, it's so great to have you with us here on Kickoff Live. Everyone is so excited about what Call of Duty's been doing with all these seasons, and I know, looks like next week, June 17th, Season 4?
Yes, we're super excited. We're super honored to be here, so thank you first and foremost to that. It's just such an amazing time for Call of Duty. We're experiencing such transformational growth and dynamism across the entire brand, you know, from premium title releases to everything we'll talk about today, with Warzone, with mobile, with esports, so it's just super incredible. All the work and shout out to everybody.
Aqui, obviamente, o pessoal da Activision precisando tentar eclipsar um pouquinho o lançamento de Battlefield 5 com o anúncio do Season 4 do Warzone. Mas é claro que Battlefield 5 ainda está atraindo bastante as atenções como novidade, né? Agora, o Warzone é um fenômeno, então uma nova season do Warzone atrai muita gente.
Content across Cold War and Warzone. You know, you've got new weapons, we've got new maps, we've got badass new operators. I'm super excited about the hijacked gulag. We've got expanded zombies content for everybody who loves that part of, you know, the gameplay experience. So we're thrilled, and I'm excited to bring it forward a little bit here today.
I know. We've got the first look world premiere trailer of Season 4, so let's take a look at that now.
World Premiere da nova temporada de Warzone e Cold War.
Do what you are told, and you get to live. You understand? I knew you were a smart one. Secure the site. Cold War just turned hot.
We've located the satellite. Raptor 1, my team's about to be overrun.
I am death.
Oh my God, that looks so fun, and 1 week away.
One week away.
All right, well, let's move on to, you first joined Activision to run Call of Duty Esports, and we're going to talk a little bit now about what is the World Series of Warzone, which is going to start on June the 22nd. First of all, tell us, what is World Series of Warzone?
Yeah, we're super excited about it. It's really a new way for us to highlight competitive Call of Duty. You know, we've got great success going with Call of Duty League, and now we've got some of the biggest names in gaming battling it out in Verdansk for what will...
É que o Battlefield, ele tá brincando que nem o Windows, né? O Windows vai Windows 7, 8, XP, Windows 10, e o Battlefield gosta disso aí também, né? Vai e vem, 1, 2, 5, aí já tá 2042, tá essa festa. Mas é claro que a novidade é o Battlefield 2042, que veio com uma notícia delicada, né? Que foi a ausência de um modo campanha e de um modo Battle Royale no lançamento, pelo menos, né? Vamos ver como é que vai se comportar o Battlefield 2042 com relação aos fãs de ambos os gêneros.
Already done so much to really put competitive Warzone on display, so couldn't be in better partnership there, and we're excited to have everybody tune in.
Yes, there is one thing, though, that everyone has been talking about online, and that's who the captains are going to be for the structure of the World Series of Warzone, at least for the first event.
Yeah.
I understand we've getting a little bit reveal here of who some of the captains are, right?
Yeah, we love the first 5 captains of the first of many events to come. Like I said, these are huge influencers and personalities in Call of Duty, and they also share our passion for competitive Call of Duty, right? They really believe in the promise of World Series of Warzone and to really level up what it means to really battle it out. So couldn't be happier with some of these names, many of whom also hail from the Call of Duty League family. And I'm excited to see who kind of takes the cake here. We'll see.
I was going to say, they'll all be battling out in just a couple weeks on Twitch Rivals. Well, it's really exciting to see how much Call of Duty is growing into this kind of year-round experience for everyone with so much more content. So we can't wait to see where you're going to take it. And I know there is a big new mainline game coming later this year too, right?
Indeed, indeed. More details to share later on, but Sledgehammer Games is going to bring forward something truly incredible. So we're excited.
All right, we tried, guys. There will come a time and a place for that. All right, Johanna, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. All right, we've got lots of Summer Game Fest kickoff to go, but right now we've got a surprise guest joining us, my fellow Canadian, Ryan Reynolds. Hey, Ryan.
Well, thank you, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not here to announce I'm the star of Elden Ring. I think. Instead, no, I'm here to talk about good old-fashioned movies. You remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th called Free Guy, and in this movie I play an NPC character in a popular open-world video game until I break free and I realize that it kind of sucks to be a lonely background character on an endless walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres. It's a first-ever look at our cast on the big screen this August, and honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie. I didn't say that. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll do it right now. My name is Guy. I thought I had everything I needed. Mondays, am I right, Joe? You said it, Guy. But then I met her.
Put these on.
Oh my God! What are these, trick glasses or something?
Guy, there is no easy way to say this. This world, it's a video game. You're not real.
Reset my...
And the guy responsible for this world was going to destroy it.
Are we talking about God? You've met God?
Yes, he's an absolute troll.
Trolls exist. We can save our world, but we have to fight together. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I love it! Oh, that actually hurt my hand.
I have 3 words for you. Blue shirt guy.
This guy is outskilling all these players. I've never seen anything like this.
Who the hell even knows who this blue shirt guy is?
He's also really cute.
The game wasn't even made for someone like this.
Terminate him. Nope. I can't die. I'm never gonna die.
That was fun seeing Ninja, Pokey, Jacksepticeye, Laserbeam, all those guys who will be in Free Guy. Ryan had to say it. I can't say it yet. All right. Up next, it won multiple awards at the Game Awards, and Among Us just keeps going. Now it's time to hear from Innersloth on what's coming next.
Na verdade, pro Among Us, que continua firme e forte, né? Um jogo que foi redescoberto de repente, né? Eles acabaram cancelando a segunda versão, Among Us 2, para concentrar em desenvolver o Among Us, o que parece uma decisão correta, porque não tinha muita necessidade de lançar um Among Us 2, né? A gente já aprendeu isso com vários jogos, né? Minecraft sendo um exemplo importante, como um jogo sem lançar sequências consegue se manter durável, rentável e manter a base. Principalmente jogos que têm apoio de influenciadores, comunidade do YouTube, comunidade do TikTok e outras redes sociais.
Lots of fun ahead. And speaking of Among Us, last year you may remember the very rare Jeff Keighley mask was available as a Twitch drop around the Game Awards, never to be seen again. In fact, I often hear on Twitter from people who get booted from games with the mask because folks think that they're hacked. Well, never fear, today the mask is back. Just head to Twitch, connect your account, and watch 15 minutes or more of Kickoff Live to get your very own Jeff Keighley mask once again, and then it goes back into the vault. I don't know what's going on. All right. Speaking of independent developers, now I'm very happy to welcome to Summer Game Fest the head of indies at PlayStation, a legend in his own right, who has some exciting things to share, Shuhei Yoshida. Hi, Shu.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm Shuhei Yoshida, head of PlayStation Indies. What I love about working with independent developers are the new and unexpected games that they create, which allows us to offer an array of unique experiences for players. In my role at Sony, it's very exciting to get to meet with these talented studios, which sometimes can be one person or a small group of friends, to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with Gleb Lobanov, the developer of WonderSong, to publish their new game, Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Chicory released today and gives players the chance to experience a coloring book-style world where players use their painting powers to explore, solve puzzles, make friends, and draw on anything. Check out Chicory, A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after the show. As a huge Soulspawn games fan, I totally enjoyed the beautiful 2D action adventure Salt and Sanctuary a few years ago. The developer Ska Studios has been hard at work on a new title, which I'm proud to present to you, Salt and Sacrifice.
Obviamente spin-off do Salt and Sanctuary, que era muito bom, realmente, esse Salt and Sacrifice.
Our sins will catch up with us. I was given a second chance. I spoke the words. I drank the Mage Bane. I live now only to hunt mages. I am a marked Inquisitor. There aren't many of us.
But together, we will tame the chaos.
Thanks, Shu. And that's not all. Today, we're also able to share with you a brand new trailer from the upcoming Annapurna and Heart Machine game Solar Ash, which is coming to PlayStation later this year.
Uma sequência de jogos pro PlayStation, jogo indie que eu sinceramente tinha ouvido falar, uma sequência do Salt and Sanctuary, mal dá pra gente chamar de independente essa todo campeonato, mas tudo bem, é uma sequência importante. E aí mais o jogo da Annapurna, que também chamar de independente tem que ter uma certa dose de generosidade, né? E infelizmente a Sony não consegue convencer realmente que ela tem um compromisso com jogos independentes. Isso os próprios produtores de jogos independentes têm reclamado muito da dificuldade de acesso a PlayStation Store, de apoio da Sony, embora elas tenham todo um setor, uma divisão de independentes que o Yoshida comanda, né? Não consegue convencer que existe algum compromisso com os jogos independentes por parte da Sony. E o fato de, quando eles vão apresentar jogos independentes, eles só me trazerem um jogo rigorosamente independente, uma sequência de um jogo conhecido como Salt and Sanctuary, e agora o jogo da Annapurna influencia isso.
That looks so great. Can't wait to see it later this year. Now, this week there is a ton of video game news, but there's also a big game launching across console and PC, Chivalry 2, which brings 64-player multiplayer medieval battles to life. Sledgehammers, swords, axes, you name it, and it comes from Torn Banner Studios in my hometown of Toronto, Canada. Here's a look at the launch trailer for Chivalry 2, which you can play right now.
O lançamento do Chivalry 2 foi um dos primeiros jogos que colocou um Battle Royale em primeira pessoa em combate melee, agora a continuação do Chivalry. E, como eu dizia antes, né, realmente em termos de jogos independentes, a Sony ainda está devendo bastante, né, e a apresentação de hoje deixou isso muito claro, porque realmente, quando você coloca até Annapurna como independente, mostra que você não está com um grande compromisso com jogos independentes, afinal de contas. E agora já com o Chivalry, que é um jogo de primeira pessoa, que agora um jogo que está disponível para PC, vai ser um jogo pelo menos multiplataforma nesse caso.
The fire of your soul and survive this day. Fall before me. Another victory for Agatha.
Dentro do esperado, o Chivalry sendo lançado multiplataforma, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Então, quer dizer, os independentes que tinham sido anunciado realmente acabou sendo aqueles 3 jogos. Um da Annapurna, a sequência de Salt and Sanctuary, e o joguinho que eu não lembro nem se é o nome lá de ficar fazendo desenhozinhos.
Later this month, which will be celebrated with an epic WW Fest Unlocked Year 1 stream on June 25th. But there will also be a new agent. Who could it be? Well, here's your first very exclusive but very quick tease to whet your appetite, with more to be revealed later this month during Summer Game Fest. told you it was
vídeo decisivo e muito importante sobre Valorant que acabou de passar.
Multiplayer first-person shooter video game developed by Battlestate Games. Today, we've got an exclusive new look at the streets of Tarkov, the new area of the game under development.
Agora, rigorosamente falando, só uma área nova do Tarkov, que é mais um daquelas vários jogos de Battle Royale amplos aí, como Free Fire, como PUBG, entre outros. O Tarkov é um deles. Tem muitas brincadeiras com o Tarkov, principalmente na hora que você vai fazer compras de itens e bens de sobrevivência. Eu nunca joguei o Tarkov, mas tem bastante vídeos que o pessoal tira sarro das negociações, do valor das coisas no jogo. Eles disseram que é bem divertido essa parte. E aqui é uma nova área que está sendo desenvolvida para o jogo. Realmente é mais para os fãs aí da série. Não sei qual que é o sucesso que o Tarkov faz no Brasil aqui. Pessoal que porventura não conhece, aí fica a dica aqui, dê uma olhadinha no canal do YouTube chamado La Dirt League. La Dirt League é um grupo que de comediantes da Nova Zelândia. Eles fazem muitos vídeos brincando com games, com a cultura gamer em particular. Eles são patrocinados por várias empresas para fazer alguns dos vídeos de brincadeira. O Tarkov é um deles. O PUBG patrocina muitos vídeos do pessoal do La Dirt League. E o La Dirt League ele cresceu muito. Eles fazem sobre tudo. Fazem sobre Dungeons and Dragons, fazem sobre jogos de tiro de forma geral, sobre brincadeira com streaming. E eles inclusive cresceram tanto que eles lançaram até um média-metragem recentemente chamado Balan's Route, que é baseado num personagem secundário, um NPC inclusive dos vídeos deles. É bem divertido. Quem não teve oportunidade ainda, dê uma olhadinha lá nos vídeos do La Dirt League, que é um trabalho muito bacana que eles fazem.
When I was a kid, the simulation games of Peter Molyneux were some of my favorites. Adding that extra salt on the fries in the theme park to increase your drink sales was so devilish. Well, many of the team members behind those sim games went on to create 2 Point Studios and 2 Point Hospital. Well, today we're excited to share the first trailer for their next 2 Point simulation, 2 Point Campus.
Uma equipe que trabalhou com o Peter Molyneux em jogos de simulação. Quem não teve a oportunidade de jogar ainda 2 Point Hospital, ele é uma sequência razoável, inspirada no Theme Hospital. E aqui nós temos agora um simulador de vida no campus, né, de vida universitária. É a especialidade do pessoal da 2 Point, são esses jogos de simulação.
Nowadays, education has to be fun. It can't be all work and no play, and quite right too. Frankly, the results speak for themselves. Academia has never been more appealing, more dynamic, more whatever this is. Today's campus is a place to live and a place to learn. Finely crafted by the sharpest minds that money can buy. Though sometimes you still can't get the staff. Yes, these days it really does feel as though anything is possible.
Aqui claramente é uma reskin de 2 Point Hospital, porque Eles só modificaram ali as skins para fazer um campus, mas toda a sistemática de jogo do Two Point Campus é igual ao do Two Point Hospital.
Guest hosting Netflix's Geeked Week live stream with Mario Takahashi and Rahul Kohli. You can expect the first clip of the Cuphead show, which, spoiler alert, this show is going to be an absolute sensation. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane, the League of Legends animated show coming later this year, and we might also have updates on The Witcher and the live-action Resident Evil series. Geeked Week is streaming live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Here's a little sneak peek.
Essa é uma apresentação que nós teremos no Netflix sobre games. E vai trazer, pelo que tu indica, novidades aí para a nova temporada do The Witcher na Netflix. Novidades também sobre o Resident Evil, versão live action do Resident Evil que está vindo. Tudo isso vai ser objeto amanhã dessa apresentação que o Geoff Keighley vai apresentar, inclusive.
Army of the Dead, no rock Ranger Kings, The Witcher, and much more.
People you love from the shows you love live. Grab your devices, tuck in, and join Netflix Geeked for Geeked Week. There's so much to get geeked about.
We aren't done with Netflix just yet, though. Coming up next is Smite, a cross-play, cross-platform game that continues to do some pretty amazing IP crossovers. You may remember last summer we announced the Avatar: The Last Bender one. Well, as Smite enters its 9th year, it's time to go upside down.
O Smite é um daqueles jogos que tem tanta skin, tanto avatar diferente, tanta coisa diferente, que você fica até zonzo.
Next up, we announce a lot of games on my shows, but I think this is the first time we are announcing an entirely new game label, new game publisher. Enjoy this first look at more than 12 games that make up its initial slate.
Uma nova publisher, não é nem isso que é um novo jogo nesse caso.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Let's begin.
Is that who you are?
My purpose makes me who I am.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile.
Being relied on to succeed where others would fail.
Ok, uma nova publisher que tem publicando jogos antigos.
Payday 3-2, and there is actually one more game added to the mix, And for that, we go to Todd Hollinshead from Sabre. Todd, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff. Thank you for the intro there. I'm really excited to have this little last edition, which is that Sabre and Prime Matter are working together on a new game in the Painkiller franchise.
All right, very cool on that. And there are more details on Prime Matter coming tomorrow with a stream at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I will be stopping by. Next up is a brand new IP from a brand new studio, Stray Bombay. It's coming this fall only to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on day one. It's called The Anacrusis, a 4-player cooperative first-person shooter set aboard a massive starship stranded at the edge of explored space. You team up with your friends in an infinitely replayable fight against alien hordes to unlock perks, weapons, and new ways to play that you can share with your team. Here is the world premiere trailer.
Opa, novidade surpreendendo aí, jogo exclusivo para PC e Xbox, disponível no Game Pass Day One, e é o que indica a produção indiana, se eu entendi direito.
Nessa! Liu! Lance! Get on! Thanks. No problem. Stick together and let's do this. Is this a disco?
This I do not like.
I could use some help. Pick your pulse.
This is not good. Not good.
What if we open the doors and run? Just run. No stopping, no shooting, just straight to the bridge.
Get that pressure!
Heavy. Really? We call them tanks.
I call them brutes. From Latin, Brutus.
We'd sound smart calling them brutes.
Eon, you don't want to get in here and help name these?
Nah, I'm good. Brute!
Awesome look. Thanks for that, Chet and the team at Stray Bombay. Tomorrow, tune into Summer Game.
A arte de apresentação ali tá mais bonita do que a arte interna do jogo.
From Amazon Games, set on the supernatural island of Eternum. It's finally coming out later this summer, and in the deep dive video, game director Scott Lane will take players into the mysterious supernatural island that is a world of wonder and horror. Once you arrive, it's up to you to unite warring human factions to take on a common enemy, the Tempest, who wants to unmake life. Scott and the team will detail updates to the game, including new mid and end game content, more PvE and expeditions, 5-player challenges with unique mechanics, bosses, loot, and more. 6 of these expeditions will be at launch with the closed beta on...
O New World, apesar de eu não ser fã do MMO, ele é um dos poucos MMOs que me encanta realmente, em termos de qualidade gráfica e técnica. Eu tô bem curioso realmente para ver um pouquinho mais do New World. Amanhã eles fazem uma apresentação.
So check out the special deep dive stream on New World tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern at summergamefest.com. All right, well, back in 2018, Rocket League teamed up with Fast and Furious, bringing some of the saga's most iconic cars into the game. And now they are back with a twist that is truly Rocket League with Fast 9, the next installment of the Fast saga, arriving in U.S. theaters June 25th. Psyonix is bringing back the Nissan Skyline, Dodge Charger, and, well, maybe the most literal, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered heist car ever conceived, the F9 Pontiac Fiero.
Bom, todo mundo que acompanha o podcast sabe que eu sou fã do Rocket League, jogo ele com muita frequência, estava jogando ele, inclusive, ontem à noite, e tentando me manter ali no Diamante 3, no nível campeão ali que eu estava conseguindo manter. Mas eu confesso que esses anúncios de carros não me agradam tanto assim, porque todo mundo que joga o Rocket League sabe que, rigorosamente falando, os melhores carros do jogo já estão disponíveis praticamente na versão básica. Não tem grande necessidade de novos carros, a não ser realmente do ponto de vista estético.
Soccer seems like the right idea to me. The Fast and Furious 3-car bundle arrives June 17th in Rocket League. Okay, next up, last year, a new Swedish company named Shark Mob released a teaser for their first unnamed multiplayer project in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Tonight, we're putting a name on their first game with a brand new world premiere trailer.
Que é jogo World Premiere baseado em Vampire the Masquerade, empresa sueca, só que é MMO também, nesse caso. Ou não MMO, mas um jogo multiplayer.
For centuries we have lived in secrecy among you, maintaining the masquerade. We have influenced your society, fed on your blood, thrived among you, until now.
Aqui o pessoal pode me chamar de purista meio chato, mas pra mim Vampire the Masquerade não é sobre ação, não é um jogo dessa natureza. É um jogo de RPG, muito baseado inclusive em pequenas influências e até uma certa descrição e furtividade. Não tem muito sentido essa abordagem cheia de ação e guerra e tiros pro jogo, mas sou eu, né? Pode ser que outras pessoas gostem.
Part of the Dark Pictures anthology. This third game features American and Iraqi soldiers stranded in a cursed temple. Here's the story trailer with the exclusive reveal of the monsters lurking in the depths.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
We're on approach, ready to go dark.
To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave.
Man out and hold fire.
Or extremely foolish.
We're gonna psy-op this shit.
Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself?
Down! Get down! They're up on the ridge! Return fire!
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
You keep lookout.
Lookout? Lookout for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth. Swallowed
We have to move, let's go.
by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? Or be lost in the darkness forever?
Mais um episódio na sequência de jogos que tem sido feito. O pessoal lembra do Dark Pictures aí, do Man of Medan, por exemplo, né? Mais um episódio naquela sequência e proposta de jogo que já foi apresentada antes. E continua agora com Rouse of Ashes.
Longest, most beloved JRPG franchises in the industry is the Tales of series. Well, the latest game, Arise, was announced 2 years ago, and it brings the franchise into stunning 3D with Unreal Engine 4. Here's a world premiere look at the latest trailer, with more information following in the coming weeks.
título da série Tales, como Tales of Vesperia, entre outros, não é? Uma série muito antológica e venerável já no JRPG.
The place they got here?
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the Danans.
I'm Dohilim Ilkaris. Should you need my skills on the battlefield, all I care for is maintaining peace.
I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldermenancia Guard. Ha! Flare the Malisa! From now on, when I fight to protect my dream.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Been looking for you.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! This is Tannin's realm and it's ours, understand?
Is it over? It's only just begun.
Para quem conhece a série Tales, é uma série de JRPG que tem como característica principal ter temas que tratam de conflitos de classe, conflitos de posição social, conflitos entre nobreza e campesinato. Ele aborda muito essa questão de conflito social.
Special announcement for you. That the console version of Sky Children of the Light would arrive to Nintendo Switch on June 29th. And the Little Prince season would start soon after on July 6th. Enjoy the game.
One of the things I take great pleasure in is using a platform like this show to introduce you to new developers and studios with games that deserve the spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully. Planet of Lana tells the story of a young girl and her loyal friend who embark on a mission through a colorful world that's designed to feel like a gouache watercolor painting come to life. Here's your first look at the Planet of Lana, coming to Xbox and PC in 2022.
Mais um jogo sueco e mais um jogo a princípio aparecendo apenas para PC e para Xbox de mais uma empresa sueca. A Suécia tem uma rede muito forte de produção de jogos. Paradox Interactive é de lá, então tem uma tradição muito grande na produção de games. Ele lembra muito, em certos aspectos, o Ori and the Will of the Wisps e Lost Forest, né? A mesma sistemática com 3D no fundo, mas a percepção mais imediata do 2D em plataforma. E aí confirmando realmente, a princípio, exclusivo do Xbox e para PC também, através do Steam.
What a beautiful artistic game. Honored to have that on our show. Well, joining me now is Aaron Keller, who's the game director of Overwatch 2. Aaron, great to have you here on Kickoff Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Agora, veja como chama a atenção o fato de que houve uma apresentação expressa do PlayStation Indie, com a participação do Ishida, e eles não apresentaram quase nada. Aí você vem com 2 jogos já indies que estão sendo rodados pro Xbox, para PC e não pro PlayStation.
5-team format. This requires a fresh look at all of our heroes in the game. It should feel new yet familiar to fans of our strategic team-based combat.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys playing, and I long awaited for people to get a chance to go hands-on with it. And today, I know you brought us a look at some skins for some of the characters, right?
Yeah, the team is so passionate about updating the look and the feel of the world of Overwatch. And one aspect of that is creating entirely new models for Overwatch 2 for all of our heroes. Wow. So today we're going to be looking at 2 of those, Baptiste and Sombra.
All right, well, let's take a look here, and I know you're going to tell us a little bit about what we're seeing, but it's so cool to see these characters brought into Overwatch 2. So yeah, what do we got here?
Yeah, so this is Baptiste, and there's a lot of new technology that go into our models. We have new hair shader tech, excuse me, in order to get the look that we're going for with his haircut. He also has a glowing cape and gloves that kind of give that medic or surgeon vibe to him.
Wow. So cool. That's incredible.
Thank you.
And we're going to Sombra, I think, right?
Yep, so next up is Sombra. This was a very challenging look for us to update. It's an asymmetrical design. There's so many layers of hair and clothing and technology in this. If you look closely, you can actually see circuitry and nodes embedded in her clothing. She's a world-class hacker, so it all makes sense.
No, again, it's so great for fans to see these characters you know and love from the first game updated.
Mais personagens para os cosplayers aparecerem nos festivais lá com personagens do Overwatch.
More later this year on Overwatch 2.
You bet, thank you.
Awesome, all right, thanks very much, Aaron. Now, recently I had a chance to play Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance with the game developer Jeff Haddam, Hannibal Buress, and Ember Moon from the WWE. That's right, you didn't expect me to say that. But this game is a ton of fun, and it's coming to Game Pass on June 22nd. Take a look.
Chegada iminente daqui a 2 semanas, menos de 2 semanas,
hey guys, Jeff
do
Keighley,
Dungeons
and
Dragons
today,
Dark
as
Alliance
part of Summer Game Fest, we are going hands-on with a game that is coming out in just a couple of weeks. It is Dark Alliance, and we've got Jeff, one of the game developers from 2. Okay, Jeff. Special guests, Hannibal Buress and Ember Moon.
Okay.
What is this?
That looks like a trap.
That looks like a trap. Oh my God. Traps.
Ow. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you get... Oh, no.
A warrior's death, I died again.
I'm coming to get you.
Hey.
Oh!
Watch it.
Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, no, I can't believe I'm down. I'm down, people.
The developer's down?
The dev is down.
So, Ember, I know you really wanted to be Driss,
Absolutely.
right?
I've read all the books, especially the Driss backstory, and I just connected with it on such an intimate level to the point where my wrestling character that everyone sees on TV.
Talvez uma das coisas mais interessantes do Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance é a oportunidade para os fãs de Dungeons & Dragons de jogarem com personagens famosos. Aqui nós vimos ali, por exemplo, Driss Durden, que é um dos personagens icônicos do Forgotten Realms. Mas, assim, como RPG, não é exatamente o jogo que eu espero, sabe? Pra mim, ele soa muito mais como um puro Dungeon Crawler do que um RPG.
Dessert.
There you go.
Let's go!
Damn, what a death. Gonna have some weird dreams tonight because of that. Oh, he flipped us off.
Act complete.
That was great.
Yeah!
We did it. All right, Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live presented by Prime Gaming continues. Yesterday was an amazing tease of the next Battlefield from EA. And if you want to dust up on the history of the franchise, its last big modern-day game, that was Battlefield 4. It's this month. Prime Gaming members get to download it and play it for free through June 20th. Now, there's no catch. This is the full-blown PC version of the 2013 game, and those only in Battlefield moments still hold up. Just head to gaming.amazon.com to redeem your free copy right now if you are an Amazon Prime member. And this Sunday, watch the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase for the first gameplay footage of Battlefield 2042. Gonna be really cool. All right, right.
Aqui já tivemos então a informação de que o Battlefield aparecerá na apresentação da Microsoft, da Bethesda, do novo Battlefield, né? Aqui ele está repetindo só o fato de que você pode fazer o download do Battlefield 4 no Amazon Game, e aqui um jogo do Switch agora.
Wings of ruin.
You don't understand. That Rathalos is...
We can't let you interfere with our plans.
That's the monster Red Song.
Eu não vou mentir que eu fico impressionado com o que os desenvolvedores conseguem arrancar do Nintendo Switch em termos de qualidade gráfica e técnica, sabe? Porque não era para ele conseguir entregar um negócio dessa qualidade, né? E você vê o pessoal fazendo o Zelda, fazendo Monster Hunter aqui assim, que coisa linda para um console com tantas limitações técnicas.
You're going to be born, huh?
Lembrando que esse é o DLC do Monster Hunter Stories 2, né? Esse é o Wings of Ruin.
Next, this legendary rock band hits the road this summer on the Hella Mega Tour with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. But first, they came together with an indie developer to create stream-safe music for the community. Yes, you can co-stream this performance, so turn it up. Premiering their brand new, never-before-released song, Tell Me What You Want, from Wavebreak, this is Weezer!
Ainda bem que a gente pode transmitir, né? Porque senão a gente estaria encrencado.
This is a message that my manager wouldn't approve. After this song, he'll have a lot of cleaning up to do. Influenced by an office full of dorks. I won't mention any names. Pitchfork. Tell me what you want. I'm gonna get right on it. Tell me what you want. I'll write it down in my notebook. Duly noted. Tell me what you want.
Eu gosto muito do Weezer, mas vamos deixar essa música de lado agora para a gente fazer uma recapitulação do que nós vimos até agora. Uma coisa que chamou a atenção foi o fato de que realmente eu imaginava que a Summer Game Fest viria com mais conteúdo, ou quase que exclusivamente conteúdo multiplataforma. E é interessante que eles fizeram um bom equilíbrio ali de anúncio de games que são exclusivos pro Xbox, ainda que third parties, jogos que também third parties que vão sair só pro PlayStation, e jogos também third parties que vão sair pro Nintendo Switch. Essa parte foi interessante, eu confesso que mais inesperado, mas mais porque eu imaginava que a Microsoft iria reter para sua apresentação os anúncios. Mas é claro que aqui os jogos que foram anunciados pro Xbox foram jogos independentes, jogos de pequenos estúdios, pequenas produtoras, que provavelmente não terão espaço na apresentação dos Arrasa Quarteirão, dos estúdios first party da Microsoft, principalmente das NMAX na apresentação de domingo. Então é interessante, foi bacana pelo menos pra gente ver esses jogos que em uma apresentação normal dificilmente conseguiriam grande espaço.
Say, baby, love me. Are we almost there? Hey, baby, should I bleach my hair? Tell me what you want. I'm gonna get right on it. Tell me what you want. I'll write it down in my notebook. Do you notice? Tell me what you want. If it's gonna make you happy, I'll give you my guitar. Show me all your hot licks. Then let's go.
That was so amazing. Thank you, Rivers and guys, for that. Both the song and the game released tomorrow on PC, Nintendo Switch, music streaming platforms, Twitch soundtrack, and a limited edition 7-inch vinyl on IM 8-bit. All right, well, right now, let's turn to a game that we announced last year at the Game Awards, Endless Dungeon from Amplitude. We showed a brief glimpse of gameplay in December, and fans wanted more. Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
Da série Endless, que a Amplitude faz, já tem vários títulos diferentes, aqui o Endless Dungeon.
We're stuck in this wreck until everybody learns the rules. Yep, all of them. Rule number 1. Certain weapons work better on certain monsters. Learn it or die. Oh, option B then. Rule number 2. Use turrets to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal. Because it's their catnip. And if it goes, you go. Yep, just like that. Rule number 3. Watch your squad. Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and the crystal, you can't do everything by yourself. If you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4? Well, if you've got all that going, but you still can't win, you gotta change the squad. Tag team. I'm in.
Não confundir nesse caso com Dungeon of the Endless, que é da mesma empresa. Para mim, o grande título deles ainda é Endless Legend, é um 4X muito bem feito e que até influenciou o Civilization, para o Civilization dar uma atualizada naquele conceito de bairros, de distritos, veio da série Endless Legend.
Live. Marcus Smith here, Creative Director at Insomniac Games for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We're excited that players finally get a chance to play the game tomorrow, and to celebrate, we want to spend some more time with you today. At 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, to live stream the first hour of Rift Apart. Isn't that right, Mike?
That's right. I'm Mike Daly, the game director of Rift Apart. In addition to playing through the opening of the game, we'll also be taking your questions live and talking about what it was like to develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at twitch.tv/InsomniacGames at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there.
All right, we're now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6. Giancarlo, thank you for joining us. Why did you want to take on this role?
They came to me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that I play Anton Castillo, the leader of Yara, with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who first came from a love of his family and a love of his community and country. And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology that's so brand new. And it excites me as a filmmaker that I wanted to be a part of it.
All right, well, you've played some absolutely amazing villains in your career. What was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you to stand up and speak your truth. Now, you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling on the box. You're a good guy, right?
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason. How do you like that? Because I think part and parcel of us falling in line and doing what we need to do and thinking about the cumulative effect of our doing what's right, and the example of that is also to stand up and say, no, I do agree that they're good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources, but really the dream of the ability of the dictator to cultivate those resources, something got in the way there. And hopefully that can change in the years to come. It's funny you asked me that question because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She'd never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this in college. Where'd my money go? So anyway,
All right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, and I have my favorites in those two. So you asked me this question. And you know, immediately I say Moff Gideon. Immediately. You know, somehow I think Gus is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on earth, but given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way, and he knows what you're thinking before you say it. And he does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right, Giancarlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will check out the revolution in Far Cry 6.
And I can't wait for it to begin. Let the games begin!
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Giancarlo. If you haven't picked up on it yet, Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of in-game benefits for Amazon Prime members, like an exclusive Valkyrie skin in Apex Legends, 200,000...
Far Cry 6 promete ser um dos grandes lançamentos. Ele, para variar um pouco, né, se envolveu em uma polêmica aí, porque há uma alegação de downgrade, principalmente nos primeiros vídeos que a Ubisoft lançou, mas isso é mal da Ubisoft, né? O pessoal ainda cai nessas histórias da Ubisoft.
Game franchise. Check it out.
Ah, sim, tudo que nós queríamos era jogar um Fall Guys com a 2B do Nier Automata, mas tudo bem. Aliás, esse caso não é nem a 2B, né? Ou é 2B? Eu acho que eu não sei, tá difícil de reconhecer agora.
ocean bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents, and hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
The vision is missing.
The sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. The winds are coming. Clouds high. The birds come!
So today we've announced games, a publisher, Prime Matter, so why not announce a developer too? And joining me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed Deviation Games. We know you guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch and Call of Duty Black Ops, but what can we expect from your new studio, guys?
Well, thanks, Jeff. And look, Jason and I, we've been mates for donkey's years. And we're like an all-married couple, Jeff. And we've been working together for decades. And we've worked on some huge franchises. You know the games. You know, they've done well. And, but we thought, you know, when you're working on those franchises, the long-established IPs, you're working within very, very tight constraints creatively about what you can do. So we thought, after all these years, you know, what if we deviated? Yes. So that's Deviation Games.
Okay.
So, Jeff, just trust me, all bets are off. From day one, we got complete financial security to work with creative freedom and time, not just to make a brand new IP, which is what we're doing, but a groundbreaking new IP with innovation at its very core. And the team at Deviation Games, the culture we have is really, really simple. There's no place for ego. It's the best idea that always wins, and that's Deviation Games.
All right, well, big ideas from you guys as we would expect. Now, I know it's very early and there is nothing to show on the game today, but can you tell us a bit about what kind of game you're making? What can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, you're very right there, Jeff. Very early, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. So essentially, we spent the last year building the team, right? And so what we knew was we wanted to collect passionate, creative, collaborative people and bring them together kind of under one roof, and that's what Deviation Games is. So yeah, we don't have anything to show right now, but that collaboration, that imagination is going on, and we're going to have something that's going to, I think, leave an indelible mark in the industry when we come out.
All right, well, with you guys involved, as I said, we're excited about it. There is one more piece of the puzzle, though, that you want to reveal today, and for that, let's take a look at this.
Opa!
Okay, big news. The stage has changed. Blue of PlayStation, so you're partnering with PlayStation. What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff. And the partnership with PlayStation, it's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality. And our team of deviators that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony, it's very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high-quality games that they do. It's hit after hit. It's award after award. And now we've been part of this process and we see how they do things. Yeah. It's really clear how they're managing to accomplish that. So we couldn't be more proud to expand PlayStation's portfolio, which we're going to do in a very, very significant way.
I mean, let's just face it, right? Sony rocks, and they get our kind of brand of crazy, so we're very happy with this partnership.
All right, so Deviation Games, PlayStation, brand new IP, a mega IP.
Bom, então nós temos o anúncio de um novo IP que será exclusivo para o PlayStation, embora ainda não saibamos do que ele se trata, propriamente dita. A Deviation não é um estúdio da Sony, eles deixaram claro que é uma parceria, mas ainda assim é a produção de um third party exclusivo e de uma equipe que trabalhou em AAAs anteriores, do Black Ops. Então, uma notícia importante para a Sony e para os proprietários de PlayStation, sem dúvida. E aí nós vamos com a Sonic Orchestra agora.
Love orchestra music. All right, Sunday, Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun.
O pessoal tava achando que o Left 4 Dead tinha uma cópia lá naquela produção indiana. Agora nós vamos quase que literalmente para a cópia do Left 4 Dead.
Who gone get and they talk about all the lives they never got to live. I never learned from my mistakes until it's too late to do it. Take this. Just what to give. Get high with your
Pelo menos a previsão aí pro beta agora no iniciozinho de junho.
You guys access to play more games at home. Last year, Steam and Xbox did incredible demo events around Summer Game Fest, and this year, Steam's Next Fest starts next Wednesday, and Xbox is back again to do an ID at Xbox demo event, which I'm announcing right now. It starts on Tuesday, and it's completely free, no badges required. One of the games I'm most excited about in the lineup is Tunic from my fellow Canadian Andrew Scholdice. Here he is to give you a little sneak preview of the brand new demo, which you can exclusively play on Xbox starting on Tuesday.
Mais exclusivo do Xbox, também um exclusivo independente.
Hi, my name's Andrew Scholdice, and I'm working on Tunic, which is an isometric action adventure about a tiny fox in a big world where you explore the wilderness, fight monsters, and find secrets. I first started working on it about 6 years ago. It's been changing a lot over the years, but I'm really excited about where we've gotten it to today. So in Tunic, you start the game and you are a little fox that's washed up on a beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for, a lust for adventure. And you are going to wander off, and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe if you venture a little bit further, maybe you're going to find a sword. And it's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next corner. People have played the game at shows before, but we wanted to put together a brand new demo that was, for the home audience. And so it's full of never before seen stuff, a brand new dungeon, a bunch of areas people haven't seen before.
So excited about Tunic, and Sable also is going to be one of the games in that, along with a lot of other awesome titles. So check that out next week on Xbox. Next up, Stave Off Ragnarok, in this ancient Norse-inspired co-op action survival RPG that you can also fully play solo. Classic hack-and-slash gameplay.
Meu Deus, action, survival, co-op, RPG. Que mais que ele falou ali? Hack and slash? Isso ele pegou todas as categorias possíveis e imagináveis e colocou como característica do jogo.
But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs, or this world and everything in it will be destroyed forever. So take heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day, to venture into new lands, build to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful, you're of little use to Midgard squashed by a troll. Craft legendary weapons, build deadly defenses, and grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way. And it's time for us to end their path of destruction. Let's show them our might is greater than their height. As the saying goes, Valhalla can't wait.
Who's ready for some...
Agora, detalhe importante ali no final, né? A previsão só para PC e PlayStation, a princípio, do Tribes of Midgard.
Play. To tell us more, let's turn it over to my friend, Tim Willits from Saber.
Hi, Jeff. It's great to see you. Today, we have some extended footage of The Evil Dead, the game. We are excited to show you this, and to help me explain it is Bruce Campbell. Thank you.
O próprio protagonista do Evil Dead aí vai falar a respeito do jogo.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead, the game. You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare. You'll use savage finishing moves or tear evil a new one. Or, if you're not into the whole save the world thing, we have another option. You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick. Whether you choose the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before. You'll collect pages of the Necronomicon, uncover Nobi's lost tapes, and track down other legendary artifacts. When you've grabbed enough, you'll use a spell to send the Kandarian son of a bitch back to the hellhole it came from. Soon you'll experience the horror yourself, but for now I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
Aqui, com o devido respeito ao pessoal aí da Saber e do Evil Dead, mas claramente é só mais um genérico daquele estilo de arena 4 contra 1, que você tem os jogadores humanos de um lado, aí enfrenta um oponente que mexe com o adversário no outro e que tenta impedir que eles consigam atingir os objetivos do cenário, que é recolher aqueles itens ao redor da arena, e terminam passando de fase com isso. Não tem muita novidade nesse assunto.
Guys, now it's time for the grand finale to the show.
Vamos pro encerramento.
This is extremely special. Today, I am so deeply honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase and kick off the summer in the right way. So, without further ado, please sit back and enjoy this truly spectacular world premiere. It is finally time.
Menos emocionante do que o Geoff Keighley imaginou que ia ser esse anúncio.
The tarnished will soon return, guided by grace once lost. The Golden Order is broken to its core.
search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition, someone must extinguish thy flame.
They will fight, and they will die in an unending curse. For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee now.
Brandish the Elden Ring. For all of us.
E com data ainda por cima, 21 de janeiro. Esse é o senhor final para Summerfest. Um trailer premiere do Elden Ring com a data 21 de janeiro de 2022.
Current gen, it's so incredible, and I want to thank so much Miyazaki-san and the team at From for sharing that in-game look at Elden Ring. I hope you guys are happy. Oh my god, I'm free out of prison. All right. And that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part, and for you and watching around the world, it means so much to me.
Legal, gente. A Summer Game Fest vai encerrando aqui. Nós também agradecemos a participação de todos que nos acompanharam aqui. Terminamos aí com essa notícia bombástica do novo trailer e data de lançamento do lindíssimo Elden Ring. Nós agradecemos o pessoal que nos acompanhou, tanto para nossa reação com relação aos jogos que foram apresentados na Game Fest, quanto nossas previsões para a Electronic para E3. Amanhã à noite, a partir das 10 horas, estaremos de volta ao vivo gravando nosso podcast pré-E3. E na semana seguinte, o pós-E3, para a gente fazer uma compilação de tudo que aconteceu. O pessoal aí quiser, então, ouvir a equipe inteira falando da Summer Game Fest e nossas previsões para os próximos dias aí da E3, fiquem antenados aí para amanhã, às 10 horas da noite, aqui no nosso canal. Um forte abraço para todos aí, nós vamos ficando por aqui. Até a próxima.